Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Country Mara here. I just got in and I was just thinking about all this extra dead material or material that we have from the last frost or this big frost that went by about 3-4 weeks ago. I'm just thinking of making a compost pile so that I don't have to put these things in my composting bins. I have a piece of wire somewhere around here, a piece of hardware cloth, and I'm just thinking about using it and just sharing it with you guys. Let me turn the camera and show you guys. So down there, that's a piece of hardware cloth that I use to make these cages. I was just thinking of using it around the side of the bird aviary over there where I have the cockatiels, just to have a composting pile where I can get those leaves to decompose properly. I have a few bins. So this is one of my composting bins right here. I have a next one down where the birds are. And this one is where the parakeets are. There's a next composting bin right here. So I have 2 composting bins in the yard. And I'm just thinking about using up a composting pile to get rid of the leaves. I'm going to take you guys around and show you where the leaves are. So there's this big oak tree that's hanging over. It's on the neighbor's side, so all I can do is to take off what is on my side. However, it still drops a lot of leaves over on this side, which nothing is wrong with that. I use them, but it is in excess now. So on this side of this aviary here, I throw most of the dead plants, and I'm just thinking about getting it organized, putting these in a compost pile, have them decompose so I can use them back in the garden. I want to organize around this side of the yard. It's kind of the eyesore of the yard. I just want to get it up looking beautiful also. So I think I'm just going to go ahead, get back and start using those hardware cloth that I have to maybe make a composting pile or something. I've never done it before, but I've seen people done it on the internet, and I'm just going to try. Nothing perfect, nothing is perfect. As long as it can decompose, I'll work with it. I just need the things to be decomposed. However long it takes, I'll wait on it. I'm in no rush, and if needs be, next year I can use it again. Normally when I cut the lawn, I don't take the clippings from the lawn. Only once per year I take the clippings from the lawn, and that's in my springtime when I'm scalping the lawn. That means cutting it down as low as possible. It's a Bermuda lawn. That's when I'll have a lot of grass clipping, and I would just remove those from the lawn so that the soil can be warmed up easier, so that the Bermuda grass can come out of dormancy a bit much faster. I don't have a whole lot of grass clippings, and I'm not interested in grass clippings anyways, because I have rabbit manure on a daily basis, and I clean the chicken coop once or twice a year. So I could take those things from the chicken coop area and also put them in that composting pile just to help out, and then mix in a bit of rabbit manure. But I have an idea. I'm not sure if it's going to work. I'm going to try it and take you guys along with me. So I'm going to get change and get back in the garden with you guys. So see you then. So with the help of editing, I'm back. This is 3 days after. I'm going to go ahead, pull that hardware cloth from around there, cut it, and just explain to you guys how I'll be doing this particular composting pile. Let me just grab this hardware cloth from around here. Let's see if I can pull it over. What I'm going to do now, guys, I'm just going to put a piece of cement block right here, and then I'm just going to cut this wire. I'm not going to measure it or anything. I'm just going to judge what I'm doing. So I'm just looking at about maybe 3 feet, and I'm going to cut it off and see how well it looks. Let me get my high protection. And then we'll get and then now this is about the circumference that we'll be working with, and this look quite good enough for me. So I think I'm just gonna do 2 of these and see how it works. If I want more, I'll go ahead again and then do some more. I'm also going to show you guys how I go about getting these ends to stay together. So I'm going to basically mend them together with some J-hooks. I'll show you guys that as I go along also. This is basically, or this is the same hardware cloth that I use to do the chicken run and the chicken coop. So this is just some extra material from it that I'm going to be using. These are what are known as J-clip or J-hook. I think it's J-clip. But these came with the rabbit cages to assemble them, and I have a whole lot of them remaining. So I'm just going to go ahead and use them to fasten these wire compost bins together. They will hold it quite firmly, so I'm not worried about these things coming apart or anything. But as I said to you guys, I'm just trying this one out. If you have old wire at home and you want to go ahead and start a compost pile, you could just do something similar to this. I won't be putting any kitchen scrap in these composting pile because I don't want to harbor any form of rodent or any foul smell in the yard. So I'm just going to be putting in dry matter like grass clipping. We have a lot of leaves coming off this oak tree. I'll be using up all of those things to put in this particular compost pile. This is the final one, and I'm just going to put in this last J-hook or J-clip, and then I'll move these things around to the side of the aviary there, where I can show you, or let me see if I can show you guys the size difference right now. This one actually can fit into that one quite easily. It's just that the wire is catching on the side, so this one fits into that one. So it's just a bit larger. Didn't do any measurement for them. I just wanted something to put the leaves in so that they can go ahead and decompose. So it's just quite a lightweight composting pile bin or compost bin, quite a lightweight. So let me take it around. Guys, this is what I'm talking about. The time is warm enough and we're getting the snakes coming in the yard right now. So I'm going to show you guys a snake, exactly where I'm going to work right now. Here we have one of those garden snakes. Well, took itself away so fast I couldn't even show you guys, but it's warming up now, so the snakes are coming back. So might as well I go ahead and try to get these things in a pile where they don't have anywhere to hide in this yard. So I'm sorry I didn't catch that snake a while ago to show you guys how big these garden snakes are here in Florida. But they won't attack you just like that, or I've never heard of them attacking anyone. They'll just run away whenever you're coming. So this is looking like I'm going to be needing more than these 2 composting pile, but let's see as we go along, because I have a next plan for around this side also, which you guys will be seeing in another video. Maybe the next video coming up But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to start just packing these piles. So it's this simple. So I'm just going to go ahead and start putting all these leaves in these piles. I think I'm going to have to use a shovel and get up a few of these things. Luckily today I have some help. So my wife is acting as the camera lady. No daughter today, she's at school. So let me get in all of these things inside here and see how well it works. So these are like the banana trunk, and those are the things that I cut back when we had that cold spell. And we have a lot of ants around here also, so it's good that I'm putting this thing together. So this is a whole lot of leaves I have here. I'm not going in with any brown, green, any form of layer. I'm just going in with what I have here. So whenever these decompose, I'll be just using them at that time. I'm not in any rush for organic matter. I get rabbit manure every single day. So this is just to keep around this side intact and keep it a bit neater. So yes, as I was saying, I'm gonna put the rabbit manure down in the center of this. It's gonna help with moisture, bringing in a bit of wetness to this composting pile. It's a dry composting pile. I don't know if it will overeat or anything, but I'm gonna get it packed, then make that hole in the middle, put a bit of rabbit manure. As I said, guys, this is just something that I'm trying. I'm gonna try to punch a hole in the middle and then pour the rabbit manure with the urine. You know the urine has a lot of nitrogen in it. I'm going to pour the rabbit manure and urine down in the middle of this. I don't know what it's going to help with, but I hope it helps with the microbial activities within this pile or within these piles. So I'm just trying something. As I said, guys, come along with me and see if we can learn something together. These are not fully packed as yet, but what I'm going to do, since it's not so compacted, I'm going to try to get that hole in the middle that I'm telling you guys about. I should have gone ahead and put these sticks in before and then pack around them, but I'm still going to get that hole in the middle. If not, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to start the top, pour the manure in, and then it will soak and seep its way down into this composting pile. And by moving it around, maybe I'll have to go ahead and just attach these to the fence. I'm not sure as yet, but just maybe. I just ran the mower over the yard. Got some clippings also, just to help out with this pile. To attach these to the fence, I'm just going to use some tie strap. I was planning on using wire, but might as well I just use these. Here I have some rabbit manure and urine. I'm just gonna go in the center with it. I'm just gonna pour it right down beside this piece of wood that I have in the middle. Just went ahead, pour the rabbit urine and manure down in it, and then shake everything so it's going all the way down. So I'm going to fill it or upfill it till it reaches to the top of this composting cage whenever the grass or the brown material is all the way up. Everything will now fall back with this as it decomposes. Let's hope it works. But it seems like something that can work, and it will help me to get rid of most of these leaves on a yearly basis in the yard. I'm going to be putting this half a bucket of rabbit manure inside also. Can you guys believe it? Country Morrow is only down to half a bucket of rabbit manure now. So the rabbit manure is going fast on me. I think I'm going to get a piece of stick and just work this down into this pile. My composting cages, they're well set and to the side. so I have free range to walk around. So I'm really not done with these as yet. I need to get them more compact. So maybe I'm gonna get maybe some form of maybe a cement block or something to stamp this down way more. When this thing start to decompose, it's gonna amount to nothing to the amount of stuff that I put in it already. So you want it as tightly packed as possible. And then now, maybe by the time of full decomposition, maybe you should be about even half away or quarter way. But you're not gonna have this much material at the end of things. I could have also gone in and just put these things in the beds, mix them in, but it wouldn't make much sense in my opinion, because that's not how nature works. Nature works from the top down. So when you're adding anything to your garden, it's from the top down. So whether it be fertilizer, compost, you add it from the top and let it water in, the wind, everything, help it to incorporate into the soil. So that is the way nature works, and we want to mimic nature as close as possible. Hence, I'm going for this to break down, and then I'm going to spread it in my garden bed maybe a year from now, because these are some large material I have here. I'm even thinking about going ahead and putting a piece of plastic over one of these just to have a comparison. And I want to see how they work. I'm just trying out something, guys. So if it works, it works, as I keep saying in this video. But I'm really stoked about these, and I think I'm gonna make a next one today. I'm not gonna do it on camera, but I'm gonna put a next one in the corner right there, just in case I have extra material. I can go ahead and add them in, but I won't be adding any kitchen scrap